the first thing I wanted to react to is y'all remember the pink sauce lady, right? Because like she had this whole sauce that came out, and for a while I'm pretty sure people were getting sick, and like just like the shipping wasn't great, the packaging wasn't great, like some of the pink sauces would be like off color, and like just wasn't really, it was a mess of a launch for a food brand sauce thing, right? Well, apparently there's an update. Like the pink sauce lady has finally officially failed, and that's what we're gonna react to today. So it's called New Update, Pink Sauce Just Officially Failed, and it's by the YouTube channel SunnyV2. So as always, link to the channel and link to the video will both be in the description below. Be sure to check them out. Let's get it.
The pink sauce ain't made one sale this month. Not one single sale.
Chef P's pink sauce has officially failed. In a series of update videos, she reveals her pitiful sales figures.
They gonna send me a check for
admitting she's clueless about the product.
I don't know what's going on with it.
Hold up. What is she even eating there? Like, is that supposed to be marketing? What is she doing? It looks nasty.
A check for
admitting she's clueless about the product.
I don't know what's going on with the pink sauce. I don't know where the pink sauce at.
Whilst being in denial, thinking it'll make a comeback.
The pink sauce will soon be a globally distributed.
Oh, what did that say? When they thought you was gone, you was gonna give up on your billion dollar business? Are you serious? Are you? Hey man, it's good. I'm not gonna knock it, because the fact that you follow your dreams and the fact that you have high hopes for it, that's great. I always respect people who follow their dreams, especially those who go from nothing to something by following their dreams responsibly. But if you're trying to follow your dream and you see that you're not making any progress, or you see cracks in the staircase that you're building to your dream, you need to cement that shit. You need to go back and make those repairs and make sure that everything's gonna be good. You can't just be living in delusion and be like, oh, those cracks are just because those steps are gonna fall apart in order to make the next steps that I'm gonna take. You can't do something like that. You gotta be like, nah. Let me make sure I have a solid staircase, solid foundation, solid ground that I can step on while I continue to climb up on my dreams. You can't just be like, just ignore everything. Everything's gonna be all good. They thought I was gonna give up on my billion-dollar business. You can't just have that delusion. You have to make sure you're following your dreams responsibly. So that being said, I'm not sorry that she failed. Like, all right, but let's go. Also, that being said, shout out to everyone who's doing their best to follow their dreams responsibly and to make it how they want to make it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are the real ones. You feel me? Let's get it. And just make sure you're being real about yourself. Don't try to put on a persona to be someone that you're not while you do all this.
It'll make a comeback.
The pink sauce will soon be a globally distributed product. I don't know how it's gonna happen.
The fact that she experienced any success now seems like a miracle, as by Chef P's second video she was already facing problems. In its very first showcase, the sauce had a vibrant appearance, but in the TikTok that followed, the pink was slightly different.
Yeah.
The color has changed so much. 2 days later, it was back to a darker pink, but 5 days after this, it was lighter than ever before, creating instant suspicion amongst potential customers. Why does it keep changing colors every video, whilst the sauce's consistency was also inconsistent? In some videos it was thick, sticking to the food like glue, whilst in others it was watery, dripping off any food it was put on. The fact that the consistency has changed so much really concerns me, although as shown in the very same comment, people were also incredibly curious. Why was it pink? How did she make it? Most importantly, what did the pink sauce taste like? Chef P's friends all seem to love it.
This is definitely a 10 out of 10.
But she didn't describe the flavor, building irresistible intrigue.
Also, it's her friends doing that, so of course your friends are going to put in that good repertoire, or whatever. They're gonna say something good about it. But to be honest, a real friend, not a fake friend, but a real friend will be like, yo, this tastes like shit. If it actually tastes like if it's bad, Your real friend will tell you it's bad, not give you that, oh, this is so great, 10 out of 10 type of BS. So you might have to double check, make sure your circle is, full of real people and not just people that are gonna be your yes men or ass kiss just because you're doing something that they would be like, yeah, I'll support you, but not support you truthfully. Feel me?
Honestly, it has its own taste. If you want to taste it, buy it. It goes on sale tonight.
People had gotten to the point of demanding she sell the product publicly, as Chef P had held off for ages to ensure the sauce was perfect.
We are doing quality testing to ensure that we get the best quality out to you guys to have minimum to no complaints.
In a different TikTok, she included an inspirational soundbite stating, the biggest thing you have to worry about is making sure your quality stays up, creating expectations that the sauce would be incredible. But as she announced her first drop of 100 limited bottles, the top comment hinted at the sauce's next problem. Is it approved by US Food and Drug Administration? Well, to put it simply, no. In fact, Chef P didn't even understand what it was.
What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products.
Oh, that's a bad look. Like, and she said that while live. She should have. Okay, now I don't know if that was a question that popped up while she was live on I'm guessing TikTok or Instagram or whatever. Looks like it might have been TikTok, but I don't know if that was a question that popped up while live, or if it was a question that someone asked. Like we saw, it's like someone commented in one of her videos or whatever, and then someone re-asked it while she was live or something. But she definitely should have looked that up instead of going live and saying that she isn't. But she's like, what do you mean FDA approves that she doesn't sell medical products? Like, as soon as I heard that, I would have been like, out, I'm gone. Hell no, bro. Can't trust that shit. You don't even know what FDA approved is, and you're trying to sell a food product? Hell no. I'm out. But yeah, that's definitely the downfall continues. If she was going to sell a food product, she should have definitely made sure that she knew everything about the food product business, like selling food products. I mean, that's what most people do. If you're gonna sell a product in a certain industry, you research that industry, you check it out, you know everything that you need to know about it before you mostly it's usually before you even make the first step, or before you come up with the idea for that product. You might have the idea, but before you actually start trying to manufacture a product or something like that, you make sure you know everything about it before you make those steps. Appreciate the follow, Hinoe Live, appreciate it. Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, all the above. But it's obviously she didn't make those steps. She was just trying to make her pink sauce and then sell it and make a profit. You can't be skipping steps like that.
The pink sauce don't contribute to your health.
Thinking the F in FDA stood for pharmaceutical. People are really out here buying and eating pink sauce from a woman who doesn't even know what the F in FDA stands for.
Yeah, nah,
to
bro,
silence the
I'd be
backlash,
out.
she'd host a live stream titled "The FDA is at my house."
It is safe. We are taking the precautions.
Although people found this strange. Comments read, that's not how the FDA works, as the FDA don't do house calls,
Right.
forcing Chef P to admit she was lying.
They ain't no
Turns out
cops,
she'd
bro.
been visited by Florida Health Services, which seemingly failed to make the product safer. The bottles had no nutritional info or list any of the ingredients, which Chef P still didn't disclose, even after being asked.
I can't tell you the ingredients that I use to make it pink, but it's pink.
At a different time,
That's
she
bad.
even lied about
Bad sign.
ingredients, claiming it had no garlic.
The pink sauce contains 0 raw garlic ingredients.
Although
Okay, you can't lie about that, because what if somebody has an allergy to garlic or something like that, and then they go and try your sauce, and next thing you know, they're having an allergic reaction, need something like an EpiPen or something like that, and then you'd get sued because you said there was no garlic in it, and yet this person who's allergic to garlic had an allergic reaction to your sauce that apparently had no garlic in it. You can't, bruh. See, that's why I'm talking about when I say, like, when you see the steps that you're taking, like the ladder to your success, the steps that you're on start crumbling away. You can't ignore that and think that those steps are only crumbling away to make the new steps that you're gonna step on later on. You can't do that. You gotta solidify that shit and make sure the foundation is set. Bruh, what are you doing?
In a video of her making it, you can see raw garlic floating in the mix. People therefore stated, okay, but for real, what herbs are in the pink sauce? Because like I'll get some, but I don't want to have an allergic reaction. No ingredients listed sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen if someone has an allergic reaction, forcing Chef P to reluctantly oblige.
I've been seeing all the shady comments. There will be nutrition facts. Calm down.
No, you kind of literally have to tell us how you made it pink. To which Chef P responded, I don't have to do anything. Of course, my package will have nutrition facts. This was confirmed as she sent her first shipment, but the top comment predicted there'd be shipping problems. Hey, I deliver for USPS, and we kind of just shove packages into the mailbox or lockboxes. These things are probably gonna overheat and curdle or explode, which turned out to be perfectly accurate.
Oh my god. Look at this! It don't even say pink sauce on this bitch.
The sauces had been sent in the middle of summer, and after taking 2.5 weeks to arrive, many had fully exploded.
And this is, no ma'am, we're not trying this. Look at this, it stinks.
The bottles that didn't explode were still extremely bloated.
I'm just a little worried about it being swollen. I don't know if this is considered swollen or not.
In which case the pink sauce became completely rotten. It was because the product contained milk and honey, which grew so much bacteria it expanded the bottle.
So no doubt by the time you receive your pink sauce, the milk is already spoiled. So you're basically just buying poison.
A food safety expert stated, in some cases, raw honey can cause botulism, an extreme case of food poisoning. So it's no surprise that some people are reporting that they got violently ill after eating the pink sauce. One person claimed it sent her to hospital.
Y'all really need to stop buying these pink sauce from that girl on TikTok. Look where I ended up.
Explaining the pink sauce gave her real bad food poisoning. It seems to be the oil that she put on that sauce didn't sit well on me, whilst a Reddit user posted a similar story. My 13-year-old daughter bought a bottle of pink sauce online without my knowledge and is now in hospital. I can't even think straight.
Okay, in my opinion, a better way that she could have gone about that, because obviously she didn't think about the ingredients she was putting in and how long it would take to ship. But a better way for her to have gone about that was she already had a bunch of people curious about the sauce, you know, how's it being made pink, how all this. They were intrigued and they wanted to try it, but they had questions. Fair enough. She could have started a GoFundMe to get funding for hiring, you know, experts in the food industry field to help her make the pink sauce in a way that it would, you know, it wouldn't, you know, suffer the damage that it suffered while traveling, in a way that it could be sufficiently stored, whether it's in a cabinet or in a refrigerator. I mean, like open, you know, refrigerator after opening type shit. So because if she had done something like that, I think she would have had a much better launch, a much better start. I guess she didn't think about that kind of thing. Like, I guess she was just more focused on getting the bag or something. But yeah, she could have started a GoFundMe and then properly had experts in that field help her make the sauce so that she can have a proper launch. But damn, it's too bad she didn't do something like that.
Chef P responded by claiming that these weren't real.
People making fake reports saying that they were getting sick from the pink sauce. However, they never even made a pink sauce purchase.
But with incorrectly listed ingredients, this certainly could have happened. For example, the bottle's labeled misspelled vinegar as vinger, which could have just as easily been a misspelling of ginger. Another person noticed her using a white mayo-like substance, which also wasn't listed.
She is using something that's not here to give it that particular color and consistency.
But the problems with the label only...
Yeah, because like she said, I don't have to tell y'all how I make it pink. So she's probably trying to hide some of the ingredients that is used to make it pink so that nobody could copy her shit. And that's a bad idea, because again, if you hide ingredients, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Somebody could have an allergic reaction, and boom.
Kept on going.
There is nothing in the label about refrigeration, nor is there an expiration date on the label.
In addition to no expiry or refrigeration warning, the bottle incorrectly stated it had 444 servings, which at 14.4 grams per serving meant the bottle should have weighed 6.4 kilos or 14 pounds. To add a cherry on top of the cake, the label didn't fit the bottle, but surely Chef P was on standby to fix potential problems. Well, instead she was partying on a boat blaming the customers for the product's shortcomings.
You guys are judging.
Bro, I told you she was only focused on getting the bag instead of trying to make a proper launch and a proper item to be sold to consumers.
A prototype. A prototype is when a product is not an official product.
Prototypes should not be sold to consumers, especially if they're eating it and digesting it in their body. It should not be a prototype that you're sending out to them. It should be the actual thing that's already been tested in a lab or somewhere else. You don't send prototypes to people, to consumers who could possibly get sick and have terrible reactions. You don't do that. Who the hell sends a prototype food item to someone else in the world to randomly consume? Like, all right, now we just gotta wait and see if they die from this or not. If they don't, it's a success. If they do, back to the drawing board. Oh well, it's not my fault. They shouldn't have bought it. Like, what the fuck is that? No, you don't do. Who does that?
However, a lawyer named allegedly Stephanie explained this wasn't even legal.
You cannot have a prototype of food, ma'am. When it is food, it has to be perfect, as in at least edible, at least not making people sick.
Leading Chef P to apologize.
My apologies. I'm only human. I'm not perfect.
And remove the sauce from sale until she could fix its problems. In the meantime, people began to joke. It's all fun and games till you see her pink sauce in the store, although nobody expected this would actually happen until it was announced you could buy the sauce in Walmart. Chef P stated, "I'm ready for chapter 2, having partnered with a company called Dave's Gourmet who used their expertise to ensure the product wouldn't explode."
Thank you so much, Dave's Gourmet. I'm so excited about the growth and scaling of the sauce.
With articles such as how the pink sauce chef survived her downfall and comments like, "Oh, I'm so happy for her. They were bashing her so much. It seems Chef P had fixed her reputation." She reassured the audience, "We will not let you down." And with the sauce in over 4,000 stores, Rolling Stone literally wrote, "It's hard to see what would stop her at this point. The taste of that victory must be sweet." Although only 16 days later, people already found the bottles being taken off shelves.
Oh shit.
People started to post videos showing that the pink sauce is going on clearance. Which, by the way, look at this color and look at the color that the pink sauce lady showed. That is not pink.
As mentioned, the color had also changed dramatically. In multiple different TikToks, the contents turned a yellowish brown.
In reality, it's like the same color as cane sauce,
possibly informing another massive price drop. It's funny because most of the pink sauce is on the clearance section in Walmart for 50 cents, but somehow the bottles still fell further.
So a video just went viral showing the pink sauce on clearance at Walmart for just 25 cents a bottle.
Chef P's comments filled with people calling her a failure, yet she'd respond by stating, "When they say you fell off, but pink sauce just sold 200,000 bottles."
Okay, but it was 200,000 bottles of 25 cents. Or at 25 cents a pop. So, like, you know, let's do some quick maths here. You got 200,000 bottles, right? And you sold it for 25 cents. How much money you make? 50K? 50, is that what you did? Hey man, do your thing. Unless I'm just completely off on that. Maybe my math was wrong. Who knows?
People therefore thought she was doing extremely well, although it turns out the opposite was true.
I almost got evicted from my home. I had to go get $20 from my mama.
Pink Sauce creator claims she's broke due to a faulty deal. "I don't even have enough money to buy my kids food." The article explains Chef P had opened a GoFundMe trying to raise $100,000 as, "Right now I don't even have enough money to buy my kids food on my own. My mum is on disability and has been giving us $20 just to get by on a daily basis." This was confirmed by a video showing her eviction notice, claiming Dave's Gourmet had stolen her recipe and ruined the product by changing its color.
Dave's Gourmet should know why the sauce turned yellow when it hit the shelves.
She further added, "They lied to me. They are not paying me and are not being transparent about records."
Yo, low-key, pink sauce is not something I would want to try with snow crab. Like, maybe some butter, something like that, but pink, nah. And still, nobody has said what it tastes like.
Gourmet should know why the sauce turned yellow when it hit the shelves.
She further added they lied to me. They are not paying me and are not being transparent about records. I have been silenced and financially sabotaged. They are refusing to pay me the royalty that is owed to me.
These people
It's like ranch and mayo.
So I would have to sue them for fraud.
Although it turns out.
Now ranch sounds good. I like ranch dressing. Personally though, I'm not really a fan of mayo. So that's why it sounds like ugh to me. You feel me? But hey, if I guess people didn't even like it. I mean, it dropped down to 25 cents a bottle, so.
This was just another lie, because Dave's Gourmet responded, explaining that paid her 120 grand, which Chef P had wasted on luxury spending.
Of course.
They further explained that she'd requested over $10,000 in marketing expenses to throw herself a birthday party to maybe be featured on TikTok. She also requested that they pay for her dress $800 and shoes $600 plus. Chef P also attempted to submit business expense reports for personal expenses like buying 4 pairs of sneakers or expensing her grocery bills. But when Dave's Gourmet would not approve these expenses, she got upset and never collaborated with them since.
So basically she was just trying to use them as like a pay pig. It's like you're helping, it's like, it's not enough to be thankful that they're helping her with her pink sauce that turned what, like a mustard yellow or cane sauce color when it hit the shelves. But it's not enough that they were helping her, you know, do that. But she had to try and ask them for more money for frivolous things that had nothing to do with the sauce itself, or putting it on the shelves, or maintaining it, or upgrading the sauce, the quality of the sauce. Nothing like that. I need money for my birthday party, and I need money for my shoes and groceries. What kind of shit is that? Like, they are not your pay pig. They're not your dad. They're not your dad. They're not your hubby. They're not your fucking baby's daddy. You can't just squeeze money out of them because you want shit. Like, you gotta at least try to, if you're gonna ask them for money, at least be like, okay, I want to up the quality on it, or I want to see what we can do because the price is falling. I want to see what we can do to increase the quality of it and try to make this sauce something people really want to grab, really want to hold on to, and really want to keep coming back to. What can we do? Instead of asking for more money for shit that has nothing to do with the sauce itself, nothing to do with the partnership that y'all started itself. Man, come on, bruh.
Chef P instead took her GoFundMe earnings and relaunched the pink sauce in a new powder format, which supposedly somehow completely sold out.
Okay,
people joked that
better.
she probably only had 10 in stock, to which Chef P angrily responded, "Thanks for keeping me on the algorithm with your meaningless comment. If she did only have 10 in stock, August the Duck bought 40%.
There are 4 total sauces, 2 blue sauces, 2 pink sauces,
exposing the product as extremely expensive.
Each one of these packets, one single serving, $20 a piece. I spent $80 fucking on what you're looking at right here.
He then had to spend a further $70.
We need 4 different ingredients to make this sauce. About $150.
Wait. Okay, so she took the bottles off the shelves. They're already made bottles, sauce bottles. Those got off the shelves because, you know, they weren't selling and shit. So instead, she puts it in a powder form, but incomplete, and sells it at $20. It's 1 serving per bag, and she sells it at $20 per bag, and you still have to go buy 4 other ingredients just to make the sauce. Why would people do something like that when they didn't like the sauce in the first place, when they were buying it off the shelves? I mean, I'm glad she sold out, but yeah, now I see why people were saying, yeah, she probably only had 10 of them, because who would do that? What kind of nonsense is that, bruh? That's a scam. That feels like it's scam-ish. Let me say that. It's scam-ish.
Is how much I've spent
for what he discovered was a terrible flavor.
I'm sorry, Chef Pie, but no, they're both definitely gross. It does not taste like ranch. It tastes far worse than ranch.
Likely contributing to Chef P's current position, literally 0 sales.
Wow.
As was shown in the opening clip.
The pink sauce ain't made 1 sale this month. Not one single sale.
And as of just the previous week, the pink sauce website is now fully deleted. On top of this, Chef P's company Flavor Crazy was previously listed as active, but after recently checking the very same page, it now rather says inactive. She'd post on her Instagram, normalize being out of the loop. Like, what is even going on, LOL? Likely because she doesn't even know where to buy the original pink sauce.
I haven't seen nothing at no Walmart or no other store. And it's my business, it's my product, and I don't even know where it's at.
And only that she's receiving basically zero royalties.
They gonna send me a check for $121. Lord Jesus, take the wheel.
$121 is too generous.
Yeah, too generous.
Chef P's still convinced she has $1 billion business, which is a pretty crazy value for a product that's only sold secondhand on eBay.
All right, that is a big wake-up call for her to go back to the drawing board. Again, there's still that opportunity for her to start a GoFundMe to try to really get this pink sauce, like the foundation for her business really set before she takes that first step. She's already learned a lot from this failure. And I like to tell myself, losing is not losing. You gain from losing. Losing is a learning experience. So she had a big time loss. If she's smart, she'll learn from her loss. And when she tries to go back to it, she can do it better. And what did Caroline do to Helen? I don't know. What did she do? Caroline, keep my name out your mouth. What the fuck? Does thing. What's good? How you doing? But hopefully she actually goes back and tries to make this better. A solid foundation, a solid launch. She can take everything she's learned from this loss and make it a strength. Do better. This thing could still be a thing. Make sure the sauce actually stays pink when it hits the shelves. Maybe change some of the ingredients and make sure you're working with a company that will like obviously she can't go back to Dave's and she'd probably ruin her reputation. So I'm not sure if she can get a company to work with. But if she's lucky enough to get a company to work with, make sure you go with that company, increase the quality of the sauce so that it stays pink when it hits the shelves and stays pink while it's on the shelves the entire time. And hopefully she can just make a change and turn this whole thing around. That would be cool. And also she would have to just straight up not waste money on luxury bullshit that before the sauce even has success. Like, don't do that. Obviously, you might need that money for future renovations in the sauce. You feel me? But as far as this YouTube video goes, don't forget to do those 3 things I like to ask you to do, and like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that. In case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace and much love to you.